In today's video, I want to take you guys through some Call of Duty updates, including the fact that you can play Call of Duty Modern Warfare Multiplayer as a free access weekend playlist if you have Warzone downloaded. Warzone is, of course, a free-to-play game, so essentially it's a free weekend for Modern Warfare. We'll highlight that. Also, a rumor suggests that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer is still in development and being tested. We'll talk that. A far future Office roguelike game and Going Under comes to PS4 this September, and the robotic co-op adventure Biped comes to PS4 on April 8th. We'll talk those games after we talk Call of Duty. But yes, ready for some weekend warfare starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time on April 3rd. Free-to-play Warzone players can jump into Call of Duty Modern Warfare Multiplayer for free. As noted by the Activision blog, that's right, all Modern Warfare and free-to-play Warzone players can square up together in a varied and fast-paced multiplayer mosh pit all weekend long. If you haven't played Modern Warfare Multiplayer, now's the chance to see what you've missed out on. Experience the world-class gameplay, deep weapon customization, and gritty photorealistic environments that make Modern Warfare Multiplayer the ultimate online playground. It's one playlist, non-stop hits this weekend. Only anyone who has the free-to-play Warzone can navigate to the lobby and join the multiplayer action free. In the Warzone lobby, you'll see the stocked up lockdown 24/7 playlist. Get ready for round-the-clock combat on two original Modern Warfare maps, that being Atlas Superstore and Shoot House. In true mosh pit style, players will have the opportunity to play a variety of team-based game modes like Team Deathmatch, Domination, Hardpoint, and more. And with such a varied mix of game modes, players will get the chance to explore all parts of each map as they interact in different mode environments. Atlas Superstore includes 10v10 games. Welcome to Atlas Superstore, where combat is always in stock. This empty big box supercenter may be familiar to Warzone players who may have already discovered Atlas Superstore by exploring Verdansk. In Warzone, it can be found just south of the International Airport. However, in multiplayer, this map is slightly different. They've got a tactical map guide. Once a major shopping center for citizens of Verdansk, the Atlas Superstore has since become a battle zone and weapon storage facility for arms. The Allegiance and Coalition engage in another head-to-head battle in this massive facility on day 79 of the ongoing fight. You've also got Shoot House, which includes 6v6, one of Modern Warfare's ultimate crowd pleasers. The Shoot House map has been an instant classic since its debut. Every playstyle has a place here, from the stealthy soldier with dead silence and a combat knife to the eagle-eyed sniper with the focus perk and a thermal optic. From our tactical map guide, one of the smallest maps for 6v6 play, Shoot House represents a traditional 3-lane fast-paced design that encourages frantic engagements and high-octane battles. Out in the desert, at a classified location, a military shoot house or training course was built for stationed soldiers to conduct intense exercise. The map is divided into thirds with 2 yellow catwalks acting as the viewing platforms for higher-ranking officers to see how their operators run the course. They've got a section for full gameplay tips as well for Team Deathmatch, Kill Confirm, Domination, Hardpoint, Headquarters, and plus, this weekend is the perfect opportunity to experiment with kill streaks, perks, and field upgrades at a deeper level. Get to know these loadout components as you deploy them in multiplayer, and you'll soon handle them with ease in Warzone. Use the weekend to become a cluster strike master, an overkill perk powerhouse, or a badass boss with a deployable barrier. Only 3 days to play as well. Combat in 2 concentrated, visually stunning settings. You'll be able to experience 6v6 and 10v10 gameplay, and I believe they're actually running double XP weekend as well. Don't quote me on that, but I remember recalling something regarding to that. Whatever the case may be on that, you can check out Call of Duty Modern Warfare if you have Warzone downloaded for free over the weekend. Unfortunately, with downloads being limited on a PlayStation Store right now, or PlayStation Network in general, just slower downloads, if you don't have Warzone downloaded, it is a significant install, so be mindful of that as well. But moving on from that, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered is still in development, that being Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, and it's being tested. Earlier this week, Activision and Infinity Ward released a remastered campaign for MW2, which was one of the worst kept secrets in gaming, much like Warzone, but the game's multiplayer mode might still be on the table if sources close to the gaming revolution are to be believed. He's been on point before. Modern Warfare 2's campaign is currently only available on PS4 due to it being exclusive to Sony's platform for a 1-month period. Interestingly, Sony Russia has refused to release the game's campaign on the official Russian PlayStation Store, and obviously if you guys played MW2, you might know why that is, because of that one mission in Modern Warfare 2 that did cause up a lot of controversy back in the day. Gaming Revolution adds that he believes that releasing MW2's remastered campaign was merely a test from Activision to measure community response, noting, "I think this was all a test to see the community response, to be honest. I'm gonna keep it real, I really don't like lies. To say we have no plans whatsoever when really it's we're unsure, let's just see how the campaign goes and we'll make a decision later. I bet when multiplayer eventually drops, they'll be like, yeah, we saw how much the community wanted it." So bear that in mind. Also, someone responded noting, "Good to hear. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if multiplayer released at the end of the exclusivity because the whole situation is like identical to Modern Warfare Remaster." Gaming Revolution responded, "I doubt that early because everyone would call Activision a liar. They just need to wait long enough so they can claim they just started working on it, LOL. I don't know, I've never seen a COD delayed before," and he responded, "I've never seen a global lockdown either," which was a very, very nice response. But nonetheless, I think with MW2, a lot of people do want to see the multiplayer being a part of the remaster. I love the campaign, but I remember getting memed on by my friends for even suggesting that I enjoy the Call of Duty campaigns. There are just people out there like that. They literally only play Call of Duty for the multiplayer, and fine, more power to them, but I really enjoy the campaigns. Nonetheless, MW2 did have a great multiplayer component, so for that to never be realized, that's just very, very questionable. I think that would be something a lot of people would be all over, and I think that's a big, big missed opportunity, so hopefully sooner rather than later, we do see that come to fruition. Alright, moving on from that, I do want to highlight a couple of games coming to PS4. First of all, we have the far future Office roguelike in Going Under. That'll be coming to the PS4 this September, done by AgroCrab Games. Kalian Pollock had a post over on the PlayStation blog noted, "Going Under is a roguelite-inspired dungeon crawler about exploring the cursed ruins of failed tech startups. You'll wield Office junk as weapons as you battle your way through the forsaken Office complexes, stab a demon with a thumbtack one moment, run over a goblin with a smart car the next. Your opinions or your options in combat are constantly changing. Throughout your run, you'll also learn skills that change the way you play, harness powerful effects that can light a whole room on fire, turn enemies to allies, or just make your arms really buff or something of that nature." The story follows Jackie, a fresh-faced college graduate, as she begins her unpaid internship in the not-so-distant future city of Neo Cascadia. While she originally applied for a marketing job, it quickly becomes her duty to fight off monsters in the basement before they can disrupt workplace productivity on the surface. Her co-workers might not respect her yet, but in time they might become her valuable allies as she hacks and slashes for the sake of her employer. Will you complete your internship alive? What will you learn about the startup that hired you and their mysterious parent company? Can you save yourself from going under for good? Going Under hits the PS4 on September 2020. No release date, actually, just sometime in September. Very quirky art style in here, and if you just look at the game premise, obviously very zany, very off the wall, but that's the kind of game that's gonna be right up my alley, so that'll be dropping in September. And also, the recently released PC co-op adventure game makes the transition to PS4 in the robotic co-op adventure Biped. That'll be dropping April 8th. Biped has been very, very well received, and we have a post from producer of the Next Studios. Biped may take place on Earth, but it's actually Earth in another dimension and time where humans don't inhabit the planet, and bipeds have built planetary facilities in the wild. At the beginning of the game, a galactic anomaly unexpectedly turns off the light beacons on the Earth, and it's up to these little robots to descend to Earth, locate the beacons, and restore them. The game is primarily composed of 3 parts: cooperative missions, solo missions, and extra hard pro missions. The co-op missions are for 2 players and cover the main playbook in a balanced way, but the most difficult challenges are in the pro missions, where all the experience and skill players have learned from co-op will be put to the ultimate test. You'll also unlock lots of decorative items by collecting coins and buying them in the in-game shop. These are anything but serious, meant to toss a few extra laughs into your time with the game. 2 years ago, 2 of our developers were trying to make a climbing game using full ragdoll animation tech on characters just like Human Fall Flat. While iterating on this idea, they found it was very difficult to control, and they decided arms might not actually be necessary, opting instead to let characters' 2 legs do everything, and that's how Biped Ideas was born. When we started working on Biped, we were trying to make a lot of prototypes. We had a big biped, a tall biped, a strong biped, even a dog with 2 bipeds. This is fun because you can see a lot of possibilities, but it's also hard to choose the mechanics we should have put into the game. One thing we really want players to look out for is the mini quests with the various NPCs in the game who have a lot of harmlessly immensely strange personalities. One day, one of our game designers made a little guy who drops coins while complaining if you tried to bash him. If you're familiar with old school Capcom side-scrolling beat-em-ups, you might even recognize where this comes from. We decided to keep this in the final game along with many other Easter eggs you might find along the way. It's exhilarating to finally talk about Biped. Thanks to everyone who has read this story. If you find Biped interesting and you're curious about more, please check out Biped on PS4 when it launches next week, and again, it will be dropping April 8th, so you can give that a look. It's been received very, very well on Steam. To give you guys an idea, very positive reception, 767 user reviews, and very much co-op focused, so if you do have a buddy to play this with, that is going to be the ideal experience. And that's going to conclude this video. Again, check out Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone free this weekend. Definitely something to check out, I should say. Play Call of Duty Modern Warfare free within Warzone. You have to have Warzone downloaded, then you can navigate to the playlist section, and then you can play it that way. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered Multiplayer could still be in development and could be being tested on. Hopefully that will come at some point. The far future Office roguelike Going Under comes to PS4 this September, and robotic co-op adventure Biped comes to PS4 on April 8th. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.